One.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Friday at 4:20. Thank you so much for checking us out live on Facebook. It is, of course, Tuesday at 4:37, which is our new start time for those of you paying attention at home. Friday at 4:20, always sometime around 4:30, 4:40 on a Tuesday is usually when we get this thing off the ground. So thank you for checking us out online. And don't forget, you can always go back and check out previous episodes of Friday at 4:20 on any of the streaming services. And yeah, there's a ton of them there. And we would love for you to go back and look at that library of awesome material. But today, a brand new episode for you and a very special guest. But before we get to our special guest, I have to introduce the panel as we always do to kick things off. And I always kick it off with my dojo. Here he is, Mr. Patrick Coppolino.
Buongiorno.
Is that a dojo? What I may have used that word wrong. Is that what is it, like a sensei kind of guy? A dojo?
I think isn't a dojo a place?
I think it is. I think it's
Isn't
the
that
hut
a
where they
place where
do
you
this.
do
Yeah, that's why
karate. I was going to say karaoke. Karate
or karaoke. I have a black belt in karaoke, so that makes sense. How are you, Patrick? Are you good?
I'm good. I'm doing
good. You feeling? Yeah. Are you excited about the colder weather?
No. And actually, my building, I've complained about my property management company that owns this building a bunch of times, but the new thing is we were just because normally they put the heat on too early, and we have the rad heating, so they're like old rad, so they were hard to control. So they used to get they put it on September, it'd be way too hot, but now it's freezing and it's not on yet. So then we saw one of them walking around the building. I don't know what they do. They walk around the building.
That's what they do.
Yeah, and we're like, hey.
Hey,
yeah, any chance the heat's going on soon? And they're like, and then they told us that they're in the process of redoing the whole heat in the system in the building, and they're getting ducts installed, but aren't ducts for
forced air.
Well, yeah, not for rad heating, right? So I'm like,
for rad heating.
So that doesn't sound like it's going to be anything done anytime soon.
That would take a year.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, we'll help you with your hydro bill or whatever if you want a space heater and stuff like that. I'm like
what is happening?
I don't know. They slip letters under the door for all this stupid shit all the time. Like, hey, don't put garbage with the recycling and stuff like that. But not once did we get a notice that, hey, we're not turning your heat on this winter.
What about the tape players? You're allowed to throw that in?
I don't know. I don't know if those are still there. I know. Manolis he stopped by my place with Chris to pick up Chris's keys, and he's like, we're out front. I go outside. Manolis is unloading his trunk and just dumping old electronics off in where my garbage goes in front of my building. I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, what? It's garbage. I'm like, yeah, but they won't take it. It'll just sit there for months. They won't take it. And then he looks around and he goes, I don't understand, Patrick. This doesn't sound like my problem now. I haven't checked, but I think they're still there.
Especially because it was just 2 weeks ago I drove Manolis to the dump.
Yeah.
I think you could have taken it then.
And then he said they're broken, they don't work. They were in his car because he was going to bring them to Value Village, but now he's at my house. He's just going to dump them. So he knew he was going to donate them to Value Village knowing they don't work. Just to get rid of them. He uses Value Village as his dump.
It's his personal dump. Oh, you know what? Although the amount of money he has spent at Value Village, they owe him some.
Yeah.
Right? It's you're like almost an employee there. Patrick, well, we wish you luck with the heat, man. I don't know. It seems like a terrible time for the company to start working on the heat.
Yeah, I know. You could have started this in June.
That would have been helpful. Let's say hello to the aforementioned Manolis Zontanos, everybody. Wave hello.
God, you guys are killing me.
Oh, you were already dead before you got here.
I was born dead.
Look at you, man. God, you're getting paler by the day. What is going on?
I don't know, man.
You lost the pigment in your skin.
I know. The sun is gone, man. So I don't know. I've been going to the sauna a lot, so maybe that's why I'm getting all pale. But I was at Value Village. I found it today, and I found this gem. Look at this.
What is that?
What is that? Oh, what is that deliciousness? Tammy sings, "You Can Make It." Who's Tammy? Oh, Tammy from PTL Club.
Tammy Baker.
Tammy and Jim Baker, yes.
Yeah, look, and he's got a parrot on his shoulder.
Oh my God. Oh, that is horrible.
And that's his kids.
Oh, that is
What?
awesome. Have you listened to it?
Wait, those are both children?
Yeah, well,
doesn't
yeah.
that
No,
girl look
that-
like she's 50?
Yeah, that's his wife. That's his wife.
No, the one underneath. Oh, the kid is beside him.
Yes.
Oh, that's so confusing.
Yeah,
They should
yeah.
have done that the other way around.
Tammy, I've got too much makeup on. Faye is the wife of Jim Baker, and they were religious folks who did a religious show. And
Look at the
I'm
kid. Look
Peter
how
Orban.
look at the kid. Looks like he's up to no good though.
because his parents were up to no good, so
Right.
he
Right.
knew. This is the way we rock this. Manolis, the other thing I'd like to point out is you're drinking. I believe you're drinking a hard cream soda, which is, by the way, one of my absolute favorite drinks. Is that what you're drinking?
Yeah, it's like vodka and
hard cream soda.
hard soda. Yeah, hard cream soda. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that is
Is
a
that-
good one.
Pop shop? Do they make alcohol now?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Pop shop?
It's Pop Shop. It's Pop Shop cream
Oh.
soda, but it's got vodka in it. They sell them in the LCBO. They also have a lime Ricky one, I think, and got a couple of the Pop Shop flavors
I have this
Oh.
one
with
too.
alcohol.
I don't know what this one is, but
That's the hard root beer. Manolis just sees hard on the can. He goes, "Yeah, that's for me." Yeah, I'm gonna need some. It's got Viagra in it, I guess, or something. Manoli, everything else okay?
yeah, man. Yeah, I was sick for a couple days, but I'm okay. I know I don't have COVID, so because I got a test today, so everything's fine, dude. I got other things, but I don't have COVID.
Okay, one of the few tests you've ever passed in your life. Good for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Manolis and Patrick, we are thrilled to be able to bring you our special guest today, who has been doing stand-up comedy, not for very long, which is exciting in and of itself, but also he's a resident of Simcoe, Ontario. Now that's exciting. But on top of all of that, he's the first known super fan of Friday at 420.
Yes, he is actually. That
Johnny
is-
Renton, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure.
Wow. So we had never known that there even was such a thing as a super fan of Friday at 420 until only moments ago I found out. I'm so excited. And my first question for you, Johnny, is this. Which one of the three characters on this show is your favorite?
That's tough. Each
Obviously,
of you
Mike.
ask me individually, and I'll answer that.
I'll answer individually. That's good. That's a good answer, Johnny. I like that. That's a good answer. So you're from Simcoe. How did you discover Friday at 420? Did you stumble on it? Somebody tell you about it? Or how did that happen?
So I'm a big fan of Ari Shafir, and so I listened to his podcast, heard the episode with those two on it, and then I started listening to Friday at 420 and haven't looked back since.
Oh, wow. That is so cool. And you went back and dug into some of the archives, did you? Or you just been sort of watching ever since you found out about it?
No, I started with episode 1 and all the way up to right now at 150.
Yeah, he did. He's gonna watch this one too. That's how
I
much
will,
of a
yeah.
fan he is.
Are we at 150?
This is 150.
Yeah, he would know.
I didn't even know that.
Actually,
Johnny,
I didn't know either.
We're
Yeah, me
embarrassed to say that none of us have gone back and listened to episode 1 again. I was like, that is terrible. The show. So because you have a better sense than the three of us, because we just do the show, has the show changed a lot, or is it still relatively the same to what we started with?
A little less loose on the topics, or less strict on the topics, I guess, because you're
Right.
not doing the wheel, not doing the plinko, but other than that, pretty much the same.
Well, Johnny, I can't tell you how much I appreciate on behalf of the three of us that somebody appreciates the work that we do here and the effort that we don't put into it. So thank you, first of all, for just being a fan of the show. That's very, very cool. Now, quickly, talk to me a little bit about doing stand-up comedy, because you just started like September. So is this something you've wanted to do for a while? You've been thinking about it? You've always had a sense that you'd really like to give it a shot?
I always kind of had in the back of my head, oh, maybe I'll do that one day. And then right when the pandemic started, I had just started listening to this show and started writing. And as soon as the pandemic ended, I figured that was the time to start, and went down to Levity, did the amateur night. And now I've done it, I think 4 times. Yeah, 4 times at Levity so far. So
4 times. And now you're even working at Levity. You're even picking up some shifts at Levity.
yeah, at working the door, checking the vaccines, keeping
That
out the
is
riffraff.
awesome. So still, go ahead.
He slept on my couch.
Yeah, that's true too.
Who hasn't?
Right?
Really? Considering you've listened to all the episodes of Friday at 420, Johnny, I would have thought you would have been warned away from sleeping on Manolis' couch. I would have thought you would have went, that's probably.
No,
He
had
waited
to
till I
see
was
it for
drunk
himself.
and then asked.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
That's the Manolis move.
Yeah.
All right, listen, let's get into our game. Thank you, Johnny, for doing this and hanging out with us. We really appreciate it. As you can tell here, I've got my 12 random topics in the 12 envelopes that I stole from my former employer. And you know what, Johnny, you'll find this interesting. Guess what? The envelopes here, also 150 episodes. I've never changed the envelopes. They're the original envelopes we started with.
Good envelopes.
Episodes alone. They're solid. Well, my former employer was a solid place, man. I mean, they sent top dollar on envelopes, not on people.
Yeah.
Number 2, Johnny Renton, your first topic on this Friday at 420. Johnny Renton, super fan of the show. If you have to make a meal, Johnny, and it's got to be fast. You got to get something in your belly quick because you're heading out the door to go do levity. What's your go-to meal? What are you gonna? You got to get something done. What's your go-to?
Probably pizza pockets or peanut butter and cheese whiz sandwich.
Peanut butter and cheese whiz?
Yeah.
Peanut butter.
Oh, it's interesting. I've never
Very
had
weird.
peanut butter and cheese before.
Yeah, it's a weird mix, but once you've had it, it's like I can't stop eating this.
Really? I find it fascinating. Because I can't even imagine in my head what that would like sometimes somebody will say 2 combination of things, you go, okay, I can kind of get a sense of what I have no idea what that would taste like.
Well, give it a try.
Yeah.
I've ate them since I was a kid.
Wow. Manolis, you?
I just mix up pancake mix and I put in a shake and I just take it to go.
No, you don't. No.
He just says no.
No, I'm not. I'm just not even buying it.
Yeah.
I'm not even going there. The funny part was I wasn't even asking Manolis the question, which he answered, and it's the first I wanted to know if he'd done peanut butter and cheese whiz before.
No, I've done peanut butter and bananas. Like wasn't that Elvis thing?
Yeah.
No.
Everybody's
Done that. No, peanut butter and cheese. I could see it being good though. They put peanut butter and chocolates together.
Especially if you think drinking pancake batter is.
You've never drank pancake batter?
No.
I was at Pat's house. Where was I, Pat? I ate some dog cookies or something. Was that with you?
What? Like by accident?
No, on purpose. Oh no, that was my brother's house. Sorry. There was like these. No, bird.
They're
No,
all
it was
interchangeable.
there was cookies. These little cookies for birds. Because they have like one of those bigger birds, and I just ate one in front of them. And they were like, "Holy shit!" They couldn't believe it. And I'm like, actually, I thought it tastes pretty good.
Yeah.
That'd
My
be kind of
hamster
like
used to have these like yogurt treats, and they looked really good. I wanted to eat them all the time. I never did, but
those pods, like for like when you wash clothes, they were delicious.
Tide Pods.
Yeah. You
Tide
break one of
Pods,
those.
yeah.
You put it on top of the pancake mix.
No, you don't. All
No,
right,
you don't.
listen. The question was, what's your go-to very quick meal? I got to get out of the house. Are you serious about the pancake batter, or were you trying to be a comedian there?
I was trying to be a comedian, but I have like I've done a bunch of times where I just find like just a piece of bread and cheese and just slap that together and run. Like that's if I'm really my stomach's like hurting, like it's like man, you're gonna,
your
I
blood sugar's dropping.
I always have these moments too, like when realize when you're like really starting to starve. I'm like, if I don't eat, I'm gonna die. That's like, you ever think about that? Like, isn't that crazy? Like, holy shit, I better eat or I might die again.
It will take a while, but
but eventually I'm gonna die.
Eventually
Mike.
you will. Yeah, no, absolutely.
And like it's like that's a lot of stress that I have to deal with every time I leave this house. I have to like go, holy shit, I gotta get some food in me or it's over. You know,
that's it.
Or that's it.
Well, listen, we're glad that you powered up with the cream soda there, so that you could stay with us for this show. Patrick, first of all, commentary on peanut butter and cheese whiz.
I would try it.
Would you try it?
I can't see how it's good, but I would try it.
Just to see, because if Johnny Renton's onto something here, we could open we could. That'd be a new dish at Levity.
Yeah.
You know,
peanut butter and cheese.
Peanut butter and cheese with sandwich. Well, it's a comedy club, right? There should be some comedy stuff on the menu.
On there.
Yeah. All right. What is your go-to really fast meal, Patrick?
Yeah, probably a sandwich of some sort. We always seem to have deli meats and bread around the house, so
you just like slap something together that way.
Yeah, really quick. Just like I have one of those squeeze bottles of mayonnaise because I can't be bothered spreading it. Takes too long. I squeeze it on real quick. Little zigzag on the bread. Slap some meat on there. Close it. Good to go.
You're out the door. Excellent. Have you ever tried Cheese Whiz on the pizza pockets, Johnny Renton?
Oh, I haven't tried that one yet.
Oh, you know what? I would try it, man.
An idea.
I'd be putting Cheese Whiz on everything, man. You obviously like Cheese Whiz.
Yeah. Anything with cheese in it.
Cheese Whiz on celery?
I don't like celery.
You know what? You don't have.
I don't eat vegetables.
That's the beauty of it, though, man. You don't have to like celery. The Cheese Whiz saves it.
Very true.
Put the Cheese Whiz on the celery. It's really good. That's the way. That's what I thought Cheese Whiz was invented for. So, all right, are we good? Everybody good on that topic? Should we go to another topic, or does anyone have anything they'd like to add?
No, I think
banana. Just a quick banana. You just gotta hold it with your teeth, though. Can't let your lips touch it because people will talk. Yeah. Lips off the banana.
Yeah. You don't want to put too much of that banana in all at once, or people will talk.
Yeah, I do the same thing when I put a penis in my mouth. I don't let my my lips touch the penis.
You don't want to let that happen. You know what? You get complaints if that happens.
And it's like, well, no.
All right.
Just like a banana.
This topic is I forgot this topic for those keeping track at home. This is topic number 12. We're going to give this one to Patrick because I want to know what Patrick's answer is to this first. Before we let Manolis weigh in or Johnny Renton, Patrick, your topic on Friday at 4:20. What is the best sea creature? What is the best sea creature? Any creature that lives in the sea. What do you think is the best one? What do you think is what's your favorite? What's the coolest? What's the most unusual? Whatever you want. I don't care how you judge best. What's the best sea creature?
I remember seeing like an IMAX documentary. I think James Cameron did it, where they went like deeper than anyone else has been.
Okay.
And there's some really crazy. I couldn't think of what they're called, but there's some crazy ones that like. I think the whole point of the documentary was like they're like aliens down there because like they can like light up and stuff and they have colors and
and they've never seen the light. They're so far that they get zero sunlight, right?
So
and we have never seen many of them. So so you want one of those deep sea creatures?
Yeah.
Let's just call them squids. A lot of them are squids.
Yeah.
I think they're like deep sea squids. Let's go with squids.
All right.
Johnny Renton, what do you got a favorite deep sea creature? You got a favorite sea creature of any kind?
Probably whatever. I don't know what it's called, but the one that's got the lamp hanging off its head and the big old teeth.
There's nobody knows.
No idea what it's called.
Nobody knows what a lamp hanging from its head.
I can picture it from like there's one in Finding Nemo or something, isn't there?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm having
it's got
trouble.
like an antenna that lights up.
Really?
In front of it. But is that a real one or is that from just like a movie or something?
I have no idea.
Johnny doesn't know. Johnny doesn't know. He's you know what? He's just fanboying over there. He doesn't care. That's all good. Manoli, save me. Give me a name of something.
Is that killer sharks? Is that a sea creature?
Yes, it is.
Well, like the only thing
a great white shark. It's not called a killer shark. It's called a killer whale.
But
killer
like I don't understand.
Or
like,
a great white shark.
But when they say killer shark, they do say killer sharks, don't they?
Well, sharks kill.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, do we need to say kill? They're not. They're never gonna call it a friendly shark. Okay. The friendly sharks here. Let's go party with them.
Well, some of them are.
Are they?
Some of them don't kill, right? I mean, some of them are chill. The hammerhead, it doesn't bite anybody.
Doesn't it?
and it's got a head like a hammer. It's like that's a pretty cool sea creature.
It's a good handle.
Nobody
too,
else,
right?
nobody came up with that.
What an
And we're like,
I'll take that
one
one.
with a lamp hanging from it. It's like, what the hell is that?
And what's the difference between an alligator and a crocodile? Are those sea creatures?
No, they're not sea creatures.
But they're scary.
Yeah, they are scary. Yes, and they are
Are they-
very different. One
and
is
they're
warm-blooded. One is warm-blooded, and one is cold-blooded.
But they both will kill you.
They definitely both will kill you.
Yeah, what's the deal with that? Like, why do we
why
have
have they
these
called
things?
killer crocodiles and
Yeah,
killer alligators?
Thank you. Right?
Well-
This is why I do the show, to change the world.
Yeah,
One
the only
mind-
real difference is depending how you want to say goodbye to someone. In a while, crocodile. See you later.
Alligator.
Yeah,
Otherwise, there's no difference.
yeah.
But you
I'm
see-
surprised nobody went with octopus. The octopus is pretty. That's a pretty cool. No, it's got eight arms, right?
They've always been kind of lame.
They got that middle thing though. They could like if that middle teeth thing in the middle. It's like they could like that. It could really.
And they shoot ink. I mean, who shoots ink for God's sake? Come on. Anyway.
Manolis
Yeah.
shoots ink all of a sudden.
Yes, I do. But I won't kill you. Might get your face pregnant, but that's about it.
This is Friday at 4:20. Our good friend. Oh my God, I just hit something. Wow. Hold on a second. I think my computer's free. Okay, there we go. Johnny Renton is our very special guest. So Johnny, when you did your first night of stand-up comedy, which was only like less than 2 months ago, how nervous were you?
I thought I was gonna pass out,
Yeah.
but Manolis gave me some good advice to just force through it, get on stage, grab the mic,
Yeah.
and then as soon as I did that, then instantly less nervous.
Okay. And did your
Yeah.
first time go like really well? Because a lot of people have that first time was awesome experience, right?
It felt really good. I mean,
Okay.
Manolis and I think Patrick saw it too, so they might be able to weigh in better. But I mean,
how
that
does
felt good.
Johnny do it? Is he
He's
got a
good.
future? He's got a future for it with us?
He's got a future. He's good.
Yeah?
It was good. It was like it wasn't like amazing, but it was for a first time. It was good.
Solid, right? I mean, first time. If you even just get through it the first time, it's like amazing.
Oh, yeah, it's
Yeah.
you're going crazy in your mind. This is
Yeah.
kind of what I like about this world too of comedy, where here's this dude that's listening to Ari Shafir, starts becoming fans of us, and now he's on the show and he's our friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
And that's how it works. But like, that's how it works. It's just it's all of it. Like the comedy community, we're all like you could be like we're all 1 degrees separation of like tons of famous comedians.
Right.
It's just, and you think like that, it's just
Just-
a crazy world.
Just so we're absolutely clear, though, he's Johnny as the super fan of the show, which we appreciate very much. And he's now become friends with you guys. He's not friends with me because I don't associate with anybody with this show outside of this call. This call is all. That is all there is. There's like a Zoom call once a week, 40 minutes. That's all I can take. That's
We're
all I
only
can
gonna
take.
bring you down, dude.
That's all I can take, man.
We're not gonna help you. This is charity work for you.
One day, you know what I'm gonna do? Here's what I'm gonna do. One day, because I got a thing, I mentioned on the show before I love Fireball. I think one Wednesday mid-afternoon, I'm gonna start getting into Fireball heavy. And then I'm gonna Uber down to the club and I'm gonna show up wrecked. Because you guys have never seen me wrecked, man.
Yeah.
And I'm like a fun wreck, right? Like I'm a nut. I'm a jump on the table dance guy.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you just come down and get wrecked with us?
That's what I was gonna say. We sell booze there, Mike. You're like, I'm gonna drink all my booze at home first, and then I'm gonna show up wasted when we're not supposed to let you in at that point.
But isn't that what Manolis does? He brings the can and he buys a Coke.
I bring
No,
my booze to the club.
Yeah, he brings. He drinks it there like a gentleman.
All right. I got to see Johnny Renton. Renton stepped up and said, he was willing to publicly admit to being a fan of ours, which nobody has ever done before. So now we all got to step. So I got to do my part. I'm going to step up. I got to go see Johnny perform.
Well, I'll be
He's there
tomorrow night. Yeah, tomorrow night.
What's that? I'm busy. That's no. I'm seriously. I'm jammed up. You can't believe my schedule. It's crazy. Anyway, let's get to our next topic, shall we? Here we go. This is topic number 9. This one's for Manolis, if you're paying attention at home. Manolis, I know you. This is an interesting question. I think particularly between you and Patrick because you drove a lot because Patrick didn't have a license. And now Patrick has a license. So my question for you, Manolis, is this: would you rather be the driver or the passenger? If you had your choice, would you rather drive or be the passenger?
I'd rather be the passenger.
Would you?
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't like driving. You don't like driving?
I only drive because I have to. I hate driving. I don't hate driving. I hate people on the road. You know what I mean? Like if there was no people on the road, I wouldn't mind driving. But there's like, it's just too many. It doesn't matter where you go. It's like within 30 seconds of leaving my house, there's someone putting their bumper up my asshole. Like, and it doesn't matter where I am. Like it's just like it's everywhere now. It's like everybody drives like a bunch of fucking assholes.
It is bad out there.
Like it's gotten really, really bad. Like,
yeah.
And like I'd rather just not deal with it. You know, I know Patrick's a pretty good driver. I know you're a good driver. Chris though, Annie, he's a horrible driver. So I'd rather drive than him. Like he drives. It's weird, and he kind of helped me because he drives close to cars all the time, but he's not like he's not actually in a hurry. So I'll be with him in the car sitting there and I'm like, why are you like 5 feet away from this car in front of us? It's like, what? Oh, okay. I'll back off. Like, I didn't know it's too, like, dude, you're like 4 feet. Like you're almost kissing this guy's ass.
Right.
But he's not in a hurry. So it makes me go, oh, maybe some people are just stupid. They just drive that makes them feel good to be close to someone while they're driving.
Because if you get up close, right, you're like usually the point of getting up close is to try to get the guy in front of you to make a decision to get out of the way, get out of the fast lane, whatever.
But he's not even doing that.
He drives there. He just drives on your bumper.
Dude, it's like, do you want to hold my hand when we walk across the street? Like, if you got in an elevator, would you put your chest against the guy in front of you in the elevator and like, hey, bud, what's going on? Hey, what's going on? Like, you don't you're in a bank line. You don't put your dick on this guy's asshole. No, you let him go to the teller. You give people space. Like, what did COVID do? Didn't teach us anything. COVID did. It's like, 6 feet away.
Yeah.
Unless you're driving a car.
Well, that'll protect you from the COVID.
And then, by the way, let's slow down for fucking train tracks too. Why don't we do that? Let's go right to 4 kilometers.
Who does that?
Everybody drives.
No.
You've never seen it. I see it all the time. That's why I think it's just me. So Manolis is here. Oh, slow down for these train tracks. So fucking driving fucking crazy.
You're supposed to do that.
Are you?
Yeah, you're not supposed to jump over them like Vin Diesel. You're supposed to slow down, and you're.
I'm saying at least do the speed limit. Like,
no,
we
but
don't
you're
go
not
down.
supposed.
You going down to 10 in a fucking 50 zone because you're afraid of breaking your shocks? You know what shocks are made for? To deal with fucking shock.
No, but
that's
it's also
the whole point.
It's also in case the things didn't go down and there's a train coming. That's why you slow down at train track.
No, the lights go off, and if the lights go off, you hurry up and look both ways. And if the train's not there, and you fucking go.
Yeah, that's what
you hit it.
You jump over it.
I've done that so many times, and I see all the cars around me going, oh, because they don't got the balls to do it. I'm like,
you
I'm
go
out
around them.
Oh, I'll go through like an ass too. I've done that. One time I fucking went up to the train tracks. This cop was coming the other way. We stopped at a stoplight, and I see him do a Yui. I'm like, nah, fuck. Did I roll that stop sign? I come around the bend right on Green Hill here. I come around the bend. The train tracks like ding, 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 ding. I'm like, oh my god. I get up to the train tracks. The train's like fucking like seconds away. I go across. The fucking cop gets stuck behind the train.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
that's a movie move.
Yeah, it's right
I'm
out of
gone.
Fast and Furious.
I'm gone, dude.
Nice,
I'm gone.
nice. Okay.
I park at a variety store like off of Queenston, and I see the cop go like come right by, trying to find me. This is the funny part. Months go by, I run into my buddy that's a cop, and he tells me, "Dude, I would try to catch you at a stop sign, and you took off. You went through the train track." So the guy that was pulling me over was a friend of mine.
He was just messing around with you.
He's just messing around with me. He thought it'd be funny. I'm gonna pull over Manolis, give him a spook. I'm thinking
Manolis risked his life to get away from a friend.
I know. I almost died.
How bad would he have felt if you went through and got smoked by the train?
Or if he got smoked by a train by going. I know.
Yeah.
I'm very blessed. Yeah, and he's actually a good friend of mine too.
That's so. Just for clarification purposes, Manolis, you near where you live, there are train tracks.
Yeah, there's train tracks.
You seem to deal with a lot of train. I mean, I can't even remember the last time I drove over a train track. So, like, you deal with a lot of train tracks, do you?
Yeah.
the same train tracks he's talking about. Actually, I have a crazy story. I remember one morning when I was in high school, I woke up and it was a snow day. It was a crazy winter storm, right? We didn't have to go to school. I'm pretty sure I was in high school, and then I saw on the news. I was watching the news that morning, and there was an announcement that someone had been hit by a train, right? And it was right near where Manolis lives. And then I find out later that my stepbrother, who lives right around Manolis, or used to anyways, him and his buddies called a pizza from Pizza like the night before, and it never showed up. And they called and complained. They're like, "Where's the pizza?" They're like, "Sorry, it's a crazy storm. Like, I'm sure it'll get there." And then at like 2 a.m., it still wasn't there. And they're like, "We're sorry. Like, we'll give you a free pizza. I don't think it's like coming anymore." So then they're like, "Oh fuck. Okay, let's go get McDonald's." Then they leave. They get in a car to go to McDonald's, and then they're pissed because they can't turn right because there's all these like ambulances and police vehicles and stuff near the train tracks. They're like, "Oh fuck, no, we can't even get down. Now I have to go the long way to McDonald's." They didn't find out till the next day that the pizza delivery guy, who was right around the corner from the house, actually slammed into the train and died.
So they
That's
killed the pizza
crazy.
guy.
They killed him. Yeah,
It's crazy because he was trying to get there in 20 minutes.
he was trying to get to them, and he was their last order of the like. He was that was their
Literally.
last delivery.
Like literally.
Literally, the last
Yeah.
one. That's a great story, though.
It's
Yeah.
I mean,
crazy,
not like
yeah.
not great, like a happy story, but like that's an amazing story.
Did that bum them out out of curiosity?
It bothered him for a long time. Yeah, like they felt responsible, but like at the same time, it wasn't.
Yeah.
They ordered pizza. That's all they did.
They never ordered from Pizza again.
That,
But the funniest part, if there's anything funny about it, is the fact they were going to go to McDonald's and they're like, "Oh, great!
Oh,
Now
great."
this can't even
This
go
that I-
down because some
this-
asshole hit the train."
this that I created is it my
Yeah.
way?
Yes, if they just gotten out of the car, they would have seen their pizza laying there.
Yeah.
Patrick, the question was drive or passenger. Which do you prefer?
I actually prefer to drive. I love driving.
You love driving now. Now you
Yeah.
haven't done it for a long time.
I loved it
Now it's
before
like-
too. I just wasn't allowed to for a long
Okay.
time.
Why don't you Patrick, why don't you come pick me up and take me to Levity then?
Nah.
I don't love driving that much.
So you don't like driving out all the times. How many
I live right
times
around the corner?
how many times I pick this asshole up, bring him to Friday at 420, drop him off. I drive him all over Ontario. It's like now it's like he has a car. He could come and get me once in a while. Nah. Why would I go on the other? You have a car.
You're kind of way out there, though. I mean, you're
Yeah,
like,
oh,
you're out there on an
you know what I mean?
island.
How many times?
I'm literally like one left turn away from Levity.
How
He's on
close
the other
are
side
you-
of the city.
How close are you to Friday at 4? Like at the old radio station? How close are you?
But I was pretty close actually.
Yeah, so it was on my way, right? It was on my way to.
basically. We just went up
basically.
the hill.
I had to go across the hill, back down, come back up, then go back down, drop you off, and then go home. That was so much fun.
We usually got something to eat after and stuff.
All right. Super fan Johnny Renton. Would you rather drive or be the passenger?
Oh no, is he sleeping?
Oh, he
frozen?
froze.
Oh, he's
That's
froze.
hilarious. This whole time I thought he was just
Frozen.
staring at us with that face.
He froze. Johnny
Shit.
Renton's froze.
What do we do?
There's nothing we can do. He's got to shut it down and go out and then come back in, and I can let him back in. But
I kept looking over at him, thinking like,
You know what?
"Oh, there's weird. He's not really
we only got about
reacting
10
very
minutes
much."
left. We only got about 10 minutes left in the episode. Let's just leave him frozen in the corner there. That's it's like a tribute. It's
Wait,
our
wait,
tribute to
wait.
super fan Johnny Renton.
Can someone do his voice and we'll pretend it's him?
Oh,
he left.
he shut out. He shut down. That's good. He might try and come back on. We'd like to get him back on. He's a super kid. We love him. He's from Simcoe. We don't get a lot of guests from Simcoe.
Oh man.
There we go. See,
That's
exactly
hilarious.
it. All right. I'm going to say Johnny Renton likes to drive. Okay, there you go. He answered that question.
I was gonna say though, I like driving so much that I don't know if you can see this. I got one of these,
Oh, okay. There you go. Yeah.
so I can drive when I'm not driving.
Oh, yeah. Which
I
is your
have-
favorite kind of driving to do?
Truck simulators.
Patrick won't even pick me up in a simulation.
Oh, Johnny's back.
Did you get him? Is it working?
Yes, I think he's. We're just waiting for him to connect. Johnny, are you there? Johnny, can you hear us?
He's got new internet or something? Maybe that's.
He's trying. He's trying. Just give him a second here. It's all good, man. It looks like he's connected. I don't know. There's 5 participants.
What's
so
that
hang on.
line from?
Oh, you know what? I gotta. Johnny, can you hear me?
What is that from?
Pink Floyd, isn't it?
Yeah,
Something like that.
but it's not Johnny though, is right?
No, it's not Johnny.
Oh, now we got 2 Johnny Rentons.
Yeah, we're doubling up on Rentons, man.
No, my internet shit out there, so I lost you guys for a while.
Wow, that sucks, dude. So at what point did you lose us, buddy? Because we had a beautiful frozen image of you in the corner for a very long time.
No.
At what point did you lose us? Do you remember what you last heard?
I know Manolis was talking.
Kind of goes without saying, buddy.
Yeah.
So Manolis was probably ranting about the train tracks and stuff like that.
I was complaining
No,
about
it was shortly
something.
after that.
Shortly
It was-
after that.
Yeah, Patrick had already just started answering, I think, and then you guys
Okay.
got talking, and yeah.
Okay, you missed. By the way, you're gonna have to.
no.
Now you're going to have to go back and watch this episode because you missed an awesome story from Patrick. So yeah,
Now I have an excuse.
You got a
Yeah.
really good reason.
There you go.
Johnny, I'm going to get you to answer the question before we move on to our final topic here on Friday at 4:20. Would you rather drive or be the passenger, John?
If I'm not going to Levity, then I'd rather drive, but I'd rather someone else drive me down there so I can get drunk. So
There you go. So Johnny and I are both going to get wrecked tomorrow night. That's fantastic. We're going to be hammered at Levity. It'll be great.
That's why you stayed at Hotel Manolis the one night.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, okay,
'Cause he
excellent.
drove.
What do you do out there in Simcoe, Johnny? Do you have a regular gig or something you do? You go to school? What do you do?
I was actually a mechanic up until a couple weeks back. Now I don't do anything.
Oh wow, retired.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That's good. That's- like most of the stand-up comics we've had on the show, no job.
Yeah.
All right. So to me it always seemed like this, and no offense to anybody who, but I really don't care. That unemployed people, some people just go, I'm unemployed. Some people go, I'm a stand-up comic, and some say I'm a real estate agent, and that's about the 3 of them. That's about it. Everybody's got a reason to be what they're doing. All right, here we go. This is topic number 6 for those keeping track at home. Friday at 4:20. Johnny Renton, super fan, stand-up comic. He's our guest. We appreciate him coming back onto the scene. He is in Simcoe, so they have dial-up service out there.
Pretty close, yeah.
Yeah, pretty close. And of course, Patrick and Manolis are with us. And I don't know whose turn. I think it's Johnny's turn to answer first, isn't it? Yeah, Jay Rent. That's your new nickname. Jay Rent, here you go. Have you used YouTube to learn something? Have you
Yeah.
YouTube
Yeah.
to learn something? Tell me what you used YouTube to learn and what the experience was like.
Well, I've used it because I play guitar a little bit too, so I've used it to learn a couple of songs through that.
Okay.
And I used it when I was learning how to do some like picture editing.
Oh, nice. Okay, so like a
Yeah.
Photoshop kind of thing or whatever. or-
Exactly, yeah.
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 What kind of guitar you play? Acoustic, electric?
I play both. I've got a Fender Telecaster. I got an Epiphone acoustic. So
And so it was a good experience. You learned. You were able to watch and learn, and
Yeah.
right.
yeah.
It's amazing. I don't know that not everybody understands just what is at your fingertips there. I mean, you can literally learn to do anything. There's somebody has posted a video of everything.
Right.
There's
much, yeah.
everything. It's like incredible. And it's just at your fingertips. So, instead of binge watching some show for the 4th time, freaking go to YouTube and learn something. I think
Yeah.
it's awesome that you did that, Johnny. That's cool, man. You should do more of that and spend less time watching Friday at 4:20. I'm just looking out for your future, pal. Manoli,
Yes.
yes. Have you ever watched? This is YouTube. This is not a not Pornhub,
No.
but YouTube. Have you ever watched YouTube to learn something?
Yes, I go to YouTube. Anything that I don't know how to do, which is a lot. If I can't figure it out, I'll just go to YouTube and say how to, and I'll just type it in. And I would say like 7 times out of 10, it works out. A lot of the stuff is just something to do with like maybe my Apple computer that I'm trying to figure out how to edit or maybe send a video. because I have this one friend that knows everything, but I can't get a hold of him when I call him. So I just have to deal with the internet's my friend now. You know, like if I only had a friend that could help me when I had like computer problems, or just pick me up once in a while, just tell me that things are gonna be okay.
Yeah, just give me a hug.
Yeah, a hug. Come over and give me a hug.
Just a hug.
But no, I do use it, and it it's YouTube's super handy, dude.
Can you remember something that you weren't able to find? I so far have never not found a video that was helpful in my endeavors to find, and most of mine would be maintenance issues around the house and stuff. But have you ever found? Can you think of something where you went, "Wow, I wonder how to do that," and you went to YouTube, and YouTube was like, "Fuck, we don't know."
Oh no, I can't think of. It usually has it. I can't think of a time where it doesn't have it.
Okay.
You know.
I really want to stump YouTube, but I haven't been able to come up with anything that's stumped it yet. Patty Coppolino, you ever go to the tube to, is that how you learn to do flight simulator bullshit and stuff, or what?
Yeah. No, seriously, everything. Like everything I like for all the live streaming stuff. I have like music software I bought, and like there's YouTube videos on that. I watch videos for cooking stuff. Yeah, even the flight simulator. There's videos from real pilots explaining that game and stuff.
Wow.
So everything, but basically everything that Manolis asks me to help him with, and he's like, "Wow, it's amazing. He's so smart." I only know it because I YouTubed it. And the reason I think there is a YouTube for everything is because like I keep thinking like I'm always trying to think of ideas for like a YouTube channel. And I'm like, I'm just waiting for the thing that I can't find how to do, and then I'll learn how to do it, and then I'll be the guy that makes the video to teach other people how to do it. But I haven't found it yet because there's fucking everything on the internet right now.
It's
like
crazy,
you said,
right?
I haven't found anything. I haven't looked for anything that I couldn't find what I was looking for.
There's a TikTok channel that's all about how to make YouTube videos, and there's a YouTube channel that's all about how to make TikTok videos.
Yeah,
and you're like going, "Wow, this is like this is coming out weird overlap happening now, right?"
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. It's absolutely insane. Speaking of insane, you're insane for having watched this whole episode. Thank you for doing that. It's awesome. We got to go around the horn one last time. Any final words, Johnny? What was it like actually being on the show? You came to us as a fan of the show. What was it like to actually experience this genius up close and personal?
Oh, it's fun. It's awesome. I'd definitely do it again. So
he's asking if we'll invite him back, guys.
Yeah.
Have me back, boys. It was awesome of you to hang with us. How can people follow you on social media? You got something, you post some of your funny thoughts and stuff on any social media, or?
I don't really post much, but I'm at Johnny Renton on Instagram, and I think on pretty much everything else. Yeah, just Johnny Renton.
Okay. And just one final personal question. Out towards Simcoe, there's a golf course called the Greens of Renton. You're not related to the people who own it or anything, are you? Give me some free golf there or anything?
No, so that's actually because of the town of Renton, which was named after my great grandfather or some crap.
So
like
you
that,
do have it in there, yeah. So there should be an
possibly,
in there, right? Yeah.
Possibly,
okay.
Yeah.
Look
see what I can do.
See if you can give me some free golf there. That'd be fantastic, Johnny. Then I'd be your super fan. Manoli, what's going on, buddy? You got something to plug?
I just bought a new bed, believe it or not. A queen size.
Nice. You bought a new fridge, a new bed. Like you're moving on up, bro.
He said something to plug, not someone to plug. Do you have someone to plug? He's like, yeah, actually, I just got a new bed for that.
Plugging the bed. It's funny. I bought a queen size bed, but yeah, I'm never gonna be able to use that extra space. You know what I mean? Like, it's just gonna be me in there all the time. But my buddy Peter Brim. How do you say this guy's name? You know Peter, right?
Dirty Pete, Greasy Pete.
Yeah, Greasy Pete. We call him.
I actually can't remember his full last name because we just call him Brim.
Brim. Hang on.
Oh God.
Can you see it?
Sleep Country. Peter
Brimacombe.
Greasy Pete Brimacombe.
Just so go see him at Sleep Country. It's on Golf Road, Ancaster, and he'll sell you a bed. He's awesome. Nice. He's a good friend of ours. Oh, awesome guy.
I might do that. I think there was a mattress. We had a broken spring in a mattress or something. Let's look up. We were talking about getting a new mattress, and so I'll go see Greasy Pete.
Go see Greasy
Pete. Yeah.
Go there. Honestly, ask for Greasy Pete.
Is there a reason why he's called Greasy Pete? Is that do you know?
I forgot.
Okay, or we don't want to say.
Story. Yeah, well, we're allowed to say now. We're on the internet, but it's a long story. We'll have Greasy Pete on.
Let's do that.
Let's do that.
Come on, absolutely. You see, Johnny, how you got on the show? It was like, hey, I heard from Johnny, the super fan. It's like, I'm on a show. Yeah. Okay, so Sleep Country, that's your plug, Manolis. Good for you.
Yeah.
Patrick, what's going on with the levity, man? I mean, we're full capacity now, bro.
Yeah, I think so.
As of Monday, right? Full
As of
capacity.
Monday.
All restaurants, all clubs, everything, just full capacity. So,
yep. So
Wednesday night we got the amateur night. Johnny's going to be performing.
Yeah, Wednesday night amateur. Actually, this week is a big one. So we got amateur night tomorrow night. We've got Tinder Tales on Thursday, which is it's a themed show. It's all relationship stories, and like comedians, or actually like I think regular people if they have a funny Tinder dating story or online dating story or anything. It could be any relationship. They're actually we used to do them once a month before COVID, and they were really fun shows.
Oh, right on.
So actually, so this is because it's close to Halloween. It's the ghosted theme. So it's stories about people being ghosted by their partner. You know what that is, right?
Okay. Yes.
Like when you're dating someone and they just.
I'm not that old. I do.
Okay. So, but the funny thing about that is we did one last October or the October before. I always forget now. There's a whole year missing because of COVID.
Probably the October before. We were shut down last.
Yeah. So, there was a guy there, and he was like, when he got there, he bought a table for two, and he was waiting for his date. It was a first date, and he met her on Tinder. And they were supposed to go on a first date together at the Tinder Tales,
right?
And she ghosted him. She didn't show up. And when he went to message her to find out where she was unmatched from his thing. So he got ghosted at the Tinder Tales Ghosted Stories night. So she's either a fucking genius or a huge bitch.
I hope he comes back to tell his story. That'd be a great story.
Yeah.
Yeah, Manolis, will you get up and tell your story?
Oh, I could do an hour on being ghosted. I didn't know there was other ways. I didn't know people actually met up. I thought that's always what happened.
just always.
Yeah. So we got that Thursday, and then this Friday, Saturday is Sam Norton, who's hilarious. If you guys were at Eric Johnson's weekend, he was the MC that weekend, and he's headlining this weekend. He's very funny. Sam
Norton. Make sure you go to levitycomedyclub.com to get your tickets for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Go all 4 nights like Johnny Renton, man. Johnny and I will be there tomorrow night getting wrecked. It'll be awesome.
Sounds good.
In the meantime, I thank you very much for doing the show, Johnny. We really appreciate it. And thanks for being a fan of the show. We really appreciate that. And to all you at home who are fans of the show but don't want to come out and publicly say that, we're cool. We're cool. That's all right. We totally understand why, but thank you for being a fan of the show. We really appreciate it. And until we get a chance to talk to you again in 7 days, have an awesome week.
Woo!